the debate on whether or not Rwanda is a safe country and whether or not this deal actually is right by the people that we're potentially going to send to Rwanda, apparently that appears to be settled now. So presumably the question moves on to whether or not it's value for money or whether it's ethical. Is that right?
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily settled. It's settled in the sense that that this court has decided that what the Home Secretary proposes to do, the arrangements with Rwanda, are lawful. But of course, there is a right of appeal, the sort of case that could end up in the Supreme Court for determination because of the seriousness of it. And certainly, I anticipate there will be appeals. You said just before the break, are there going to be any flights taking off to Rwanda anytime soon? And I think the answer to that question is no, not anytime soon. There's another issue that seems to have slightly got missed in the reporting of this, which is that what the court did decide was that the individual applicants who had made the appeal, their cases were not considered properly by the Home Secretary. So although the Home Secretary by this court is acting in a lawful way by sending people to Rwanda, the Home Secretary now has to properly, because the court decided that these applicants' cases were not considered properly, reconsider the applicants' cases before making then a new decision about whether they should be sent to Rwanda.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is, I think, a real point of interest, and certainly one for me, which is that whilst it might now be decided categorically that we can, in theory, have an aeroplane on a runway somewhere full of people who have made it here across the channel, i.e. entered the country illegally, and that it's perfectly acceptable for Rwanda to take those people and process them, so that in the round is legal, but actually, does this do anything to stop the individuals on board that plane getting one of these lefty lawyers and piping up about their human rights?
Oh, you mean like me?
Yes.
No, it doesn't stop them from doing that. And in a lot of ways, what this process has demonstrated is that even though the principle of the sending people to Rwanda has been stated to be lawful, the way in which these applications were processed was not, or wasn't done in a way that it should have been done. And so what the Home Secretary and the Home Office have got to be very careful about in dealing with these applications is that they look at each individual circumstance in respect of each applicant, consider those. And it's only once they have done that properly that they can then lawfully, if they make the decision to send them to Rwanda, send them to Rwanda.